Okay, so next thing I want to look at. Maybe I'll look at this piece. Actually, before I do that piece, let's go and just get this barrel out of the way. So, the barrel. Roll out the barrel. If I go in and I create a polygon cylinder, another one. Let's go to the side view again. Whoop, 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 whoop. Let's put it here. And I'm just going to hold down J and rotate it over like that. Okay. Let's see if I can keep making it bigger till it fits how I think it should. Okay, and some of these things might be off a little bit. Maybe if I grab that vertice there and see if it line it up a bit better. And actually you can see that these vertices I've placed here, they maybe should be in a straighter line, so I can slide them together like that and move them over if I want to. Sing a little song, do a little dance. Yeah, move this back a bit too. Okay, good enough. So, what I want to look at here is with the barrel. I got to do some thinking. So, actually, let's take all these other pieces here. I'm just going to take all the other pieces. Let's kill the history. And I'm going to throw them into a layer so I can hide them. And come back later on and eat them. So, I'm looking at this piece here. And I want to break it so I'm making like a little pie piece of it here. Because I only really need to model this little pie piece right in here. So, what I'm going to do is, let's go in here, and I'm going to go into the subdivisions and axes. Now what I need to change it to is, I need something that's divisible by 4, so I get quads. Okay, and I liked quads. And the other thing is I want it divisible by 6. So, I've noticed that if I go up here, and I start playing with numbers, well you do your 6 times tables, right? Because there's 6 sections, and maybe in each of these 6 sections I'd like, I don't know what, 4 sections to it. So if I do 4 times 6, we get 24. I could probably make it with 24, but I want a little bit more detail, so I'm thinking 24, let's go up to say 36. Okay, and that's lots. So now I got something I can work with. The next thing I want to do, let's go in here and I'm going to create another polygon cylinder. Let's go over here to the right view. Actually, you know what? I probably get away with not creating another cylinder. I just got an idea. Instead of creating this cylinder here, I'm just going to delete it. I'm just going to go back and I'm going to put the layer on for a second. I'm just going to take this and I'm going to make a duplicate of that. And I'm going to make sure that this thing is not in here, so I'm going to remove it from the remove selected objects. I can hide that. Now I got this piece. I'm just going to take this thing and let's scale it down a little bit. Okay, so it's smaller. And ow! So I know that's going to fit inside of the barrel here. It might even be too big still. Okay, so I'll do something like this and I'll make it smaller. Okay, great. Actually, this one here, we're just going to make it a bit longer, so there, it's sticking right through there. Great. And then the other thing I need is, let's take a look. See, that's in a good spot. What else do I need? There's another piece right here that kind of like chips out of it. So, how does this one work? I do believe that piece locks into here. So this piece here is going to, little chip out, is going to be up there someplace. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and let's make a duplicate of this. And I'm going to take this, and I can't really see what's going on here, so I'm going to put on the wireframe unshaded. So that one's in the middle. And 1, 2, 3, 4, right here. I'm going to say right there. I'm going to hold down V, snap it over here. Let's just take these vertices here, pull them back like that. Okay, great. And this thing here, I don't believe, it doesn't look quite as big as that, so I'm going to say it's a bit smaller. So if I go in and I grab my there and scale it down a bit so it's just chipping out just a piece. Actually, maybe a bit bigger. I'll say right there. And, okay, that's good. Maybe one more thing here. If I go in and I look at this thing, this is going to create a really snotty mess for me. So, I don't really necessarily need all of these edges in here. So let's go like this. I'm just going to delete every other one. So that's a quad. And I can do this. Also, too, I might notice that this thing here needs to be on a little bit more of an angle. Let's just hold down J. There. And I can even probably take this if I insert an edge loop here. Boop. And then if I went and I grabbed these edges here, and they're not going to grab really fast, so let's just go like this. Okay. And I'll just scale those down a bit so I have a little bit of a taper. Okay, I hope this all makes some kind of crazy sense, because it makes sense in my mind, and sometimes this stuff doesn't translate, but we'll find out. Okay, so that's good. This one here is going to drill a hole right through this thing. Also, I might notice that on this cylinder here, I will need, I just need a subdivision in the cap. So you can do this a couple different ways. Like, you can go here and put in subdivisions this way. If that is a problem for whatever reason, you can't do it. The other way to put in these subdivisions is if you grab these faces here, boop, and I just go over and I do an extrude, and I switch from local to global, and I just scale it in, boop, I can go in and do the same thing. Add divisions into my extrude. It's the same thing. And even after I put these divisions in, I might notice that, this isn't going to line up perfectly. What if I go in here and I grab, say, this edge ring, whoop, and I scale that in. I'm just doing that so it lines up perfectly here. There. And here I might make that smaller, and then I can just insert edge loops in here if I want to. Okay. Whatever I want to do, whatever I think I need. Actually, that's really strange. It seems to be riding a bit high. Well, whatever. I'll leave that alone for now. I'll just say it's good enough, because I don't want to fuss over it. I should go out and buy the gun, so I can know exactly what I'm modeling. Yeah. And I can do the same thing back here. If I just go in... Damn it. Actually, how about this time I'm going to do it differently. I'll grab, say, that vertice right there. And then if I go hold down Control, right click to faces, boop. And then I can go ahead and hit extrude. And switch. I'll just grab my scale tool and just bring my extrude in like that. And I can add in my insert edge loops all I want to. I can go in and... Again, you're seeing me do this like a dozen different ways. I hope one appeals to you somehow. Right? Because all it is, you all got to get to the same destination. That's it. So, now I've got this. And you're like, what the hell are you going to do with this? Well, first thing I'm going to do is let's take these things and I'm just going to kill my history. Or use my transforms. I'll take this object here, hold down shift, and I'm going to grab this one. And I'm going to go to Mesh, Booleanus. Here, I'll break off the menu because I'm going to move it down. Booleanus difference. Woo! I just chopped it right out. Yay! And then I'm going to take this piece and this piece. Booleans difference. Yay! And I'm going to kill my history. Okay. And so now I got what I want. I'm just going to get rid of some faces here. Delete. And let's see, what about this thing over here? Oh, by the way, after I Boolean... Oh, did I delete the history? I did. Okay, good. I feel something lagging a little bit. Okay. And I missed one. I deleted something I didn't want to. I'll put it back in afterwards. Why isn't that face selecting? Beep. Okay, that's done. And what else do we have to get rid of? Just a few more things here. Okay, so that's good. That's the piece that I want. What are we at? 10 minutes? Okay, great. I'll do the final little steps here, and then I'll do some cleanup on this thing. What I want to do is I'm just going to center the pivot. I want my pivot point sitting right. I'm holding down D and V, middle click, snapping it over here. Okay, I have no transforms. This thing is right in the middle here. If I was to look in the front view, you would see that it's lined up. This thing here is lined up perfectly. Okay, great. And now I'm going to go over into Edit, and there is Duplicate Special. Duplicate Special. And with the Duplicate Special, let's just go in here, and I always do things, so I'm going to go Edit, Reset. I always horse around with this stuff. First thing I do is Scale. I'm going to scale this onto its negative X. Negative X, negative 1 in the X. When I hit Apply, boom, we get that. Now what I want to do is take both of them, and I'd like to rotate them. I'm going to go Edit, Reset. Oh, and I forgot. Damn it, all to hell. I forgot to make it an instance when I did that. Negative 1, Enter. Gotta select it. Duplicate Special. Now it's an instance. And now, when I make instances, I can do this kind of stuff. I'm going to do that to the rest of the gun, too. But, so, got these two things set up. Now, Edit, Duplicate Special, open up the options, and let's just put this back to 1. Instance. What I want to do is I want to make a number of copies, and I want to make, in this case, we've got one section of it. There's 6 sections, so that means we need 5. Right? And 6 goes into 360 60 times. And I wanted to rotate along the x-axis here, 60 degrees. And if I hit Apply, boom, you get that. Okay? It's duplicating it, rotating it 60 degrees, and creating a new one. And now, let's close it. When I work on this one, when I do anything to it, let's go back over here. I got a hole in my backside. I need to fill it in. And I'll just go over here. And I'm going to hit Enter, and it just filled it in. And then I can go in and I can get my Split Polygon tool. And my Split Polygon tool is hiding up here someplace. Okay, great. Uh-oh. I feel like I might crash. Okay, good. Probably a good time to save. Let's try this one more time. Take this. And I'm going to take my Split Polygon tool. Okay, good. And actually, even before I hit my Split Polygon tool, I should just clean up some stuff. Let's not hit the Split Polygon tool, because right here I can just kind of move that over. What I'll do is I'll grab my Edit Mesh, Merge Vertex tool. Ba-doop. You can see some other crap happening here. Yeah, that's perfect. And this one here. Ba-doop. You see when you make booleans, you always get these extra little things. Okay, and it's just a matter of sitting down and cleaning them up, showing some patience. I have no patience. Okay, and that's looking good. This here, it looks like there's together, but when I get in close, you see it's very suspicious. Zoom right in, and there we go. Okay, come on. You're on a bit of a funny angle. Screw it. Okay, this one here, hold down V. There, you bastard. Select the two of them, and then I'm just going to go ahead and merge. I'm holding down Shift, and I went right-clicked, merge the center, bloop. I bet you this one's got 2 vertices as well. Actually, if I just go in and I select one, bloop, I'll shake it around. Actually, I don't. That one's fine. Okay, and this one, what's it got? That one's fine. Okay, good. And for now, I'm going to call that cleaned up for now, that backside. Then I'll go to the other side, and I'll spend some time cleaning this stuff up too and making some nice geometry flow. so that when I press 3, it looks pretty and it doesn't look like that. What happened? 1. Actually, let's just do it right now. Get that stinking merge vertex tool again. I kind of like this tool. It's fun. Very fun tool. And it feels like I'm playing video games. Yeah. Boop. There. And what do I want to do with this one? Let's just do that. That sucks. Okay, and right here, I got that one too. I have to come back and clean that. That's a nasty quad to leave behind. And what about this one? What happens when I hit 3? When I hit 3, it's smoother, and you can see a problem here. Okay, but it still just needs a bit of work on that. Okay, these other ones here. What about this thing up in here? Let's hit 1. There. And when I hit 3, and it's smoothing out. It's getting better. I have to spend some time with this. But there you have it. I just have to model one piece, and then afterwards I'm going to merge them all together. Okay, and I'm going to stop this video. No.